Controversy and tradition, both synonymous with fox hunting in the United Kingdom. For those of you unfamiliar with the practice, now it was banned in 2005, but this is video from before then, giving you a sense of how it unfolded. Horsemen let loose hunting dogs to track down a fox. It's an image many people are familiar with. Dogs are supposed to flush out a target, allowing the followers to shoot it. Now, opponents say dogs actually rip foxes limb from limb, and since 2005, the law only allows for 2 dogs to flush out a fox for pest control purposes. Some who call the traditional event barbaric protested in front of Parliament today. They are against a proposal put forward by Conservative lawmakers to ease the restrictions now in place. A power play by Scottish MPs forced the Conservatives to postpone that vote to avoid a political loss. Now, rock and roll fans will recognize one famous face in the opposition camp. Queen guitarist Brian May lends his celebrity to the anti-hunt cause. Brian May was at today's protest in front of Parliament, and he joins me now live.
Hello, hello.
Hello. You consider this a victory for the anti-fox hunting groups?
It's a small victory. I mean, we're sitting in a time now where foxes could have been in a situation where they have no protection whatsoever. Really, that's what this is. It was a very sneaky bit of attempted modification to a law. Originally, David Cameron's been promising for 6 years or more to repeal or to have a free vote on repealing the Hunting Act, which would take away all the protection that we had for wild animals. He realised that he wasn't going to get away with it, so they put through this strange little amendment. And then today he decided he couldn't win that either, so
the Scottish MPs said they would vote in tandem with Labour MPs.
It wasn't just the Scottish MPs. We had a lot of Conservatives with us as well. We actually would have won, I think, without the SNP, but it's great that the SNP came along.
And what was up for discussion was allowing more dogs than a couple of dogs.
Yeah, which is a sneaky way into having full packs of dogs roaming the countryside. And who can say whether they're going to flush out a fox or whether they're going to just tear it apart in the traditional manner?
Why are you so passionate about this cause in particular?
I hate cruelty, I hate injustice, and I think we treat animals appallingly on the whole on this planet. And I think they deserve respect. I think every individual animal deserves respect. It's not just about ecology, it's not just about numbers, it's about treating an animal as an animal deserves to be treated.
And you're so passionate, in fact, on the BBC, you were part of a debate with someone who represents the group of, the pressure group that is pro-fox hunting or pro this change. You called them essentially lying bees. I'm not going to say it on TV.
Lying bar stewards.
Yeah, bar stewards. But yeah, really, you were upset. I mean, I could tell you were really getting upset.
Yeah, I don't often get upset, you know, and I think we're fairly moderate in the way we campaign, and we're known for that. But I find it very frustrating when people actually lie about things. I mean, they were pretending that this was about helping farmers to control pests, and it isn't. Fox hunters breed the foxes so that they can keep hunting them. It's incredible. So how can they pretend that this is about control of pests?
The pro-fox hunting groups, and I have their arguments laid out here, they're considered vermin legally in England and Wales.
No, actually, that's not true.
That they cause economic damage to farmers, that foxes are killed quickly, within a few seconds.
All false claims, yeah, they're not killed quickly. We have so much footage of foxes being torn apart limb from limb while they're still alive, being disemboweled by these packs of dogs. It's brutal. It's not something which has a place in the 21st century.
So I asked you why this particular cause. What about other... Because I know you're a vegetarian.
It's not just this. No, it's not just... I mean, we try to protect the badgers as well. They were being culled for very dodgy reasons. And it's about really all animals, but we are wild animals, I guess. You know, we've become very good in the UK at telling other people what to do. You know, you should be protecting your rhinos in Africa. You know, you should be protecting the tiger in India. But we have wild animals all around us who deserve our respect because they were here before we were.
By the way, I was surprised to see foxes roam freely in London.
Yeah, they do. You have urban foxes.
I thought it was a cat when I saw one when I first moved back to London, and I was like, hey, kitty, kitty, and then I realized what it was, and they kind of took a step back because they're wild animals.
Well, they won't hurt you. I mean, really, they won't. Yeah, and mostly they will be seen off by cats. They're very afraid of cats. They're mostly quite timid animals. But they are rather cat-like. It's interesting. They're of the dog family, and their genome is almost indistinguishable from our domestic dogs. But they are kind of cat-like in their behaviour.
Now, beyond being the legend that you are, and by the way, I was telling you in the commercial break just what a thrill it is for me to meet you, having listened to Queen songs and music my entire life. Beyond that, you are also a doctor, or you have a PhD in astrophysics. Many people might not know that.
Yeah, in this country they know it probably. In America, not so much. Yeah. That's what I was trained to be. I was trained to be an astrophysicist, and I did the physics degree. I did postgraduate 4 years, and then I went off and did some other stuff with like music and stuff, which you may have heard of. And then 30 years later, I came back and finished off the PhD. So I am a doctor of astrophysics.
And Pluto is in the news today.
Pluto is, I think it's a great thing, yeah. The New Horizons probe, I've been in touch with these people, and I'm going to go and visit them tomorrow and sit with them and help, hopefully, you know, in my small way, you know, look at some of this data. It's incredibly exciting for me.
I'm going to ask you about the music as well. Adam Lambert, and I remember sort of casually watching American Idol back when Adam Lambert was on it, and immediately thinking, of course, Freddie Mercury is my favorite rock voice in the world, but immediately think to myself, here's a guy who's got something, and you guys performed together with Adam Lambert.
We do now, yeah. He's incredible. It's funny, we didn't look for him, you know, and I don't think we would have found someone if we'd sort of gone out and looked. He's a voice in a billion and an incredible performer and a very nice guy, you know, so it's been great. I mean, he is a phenomenon. Adam Lambert is like a new Elvis.
He is absolutely amazing. And he plans to record anything with him?
We've talked about it. We haven't made any plans yet. Adam's busy. He has his own recording career, and that's right and proper. You know, and we're old guys now. You know, we don't spend... Well, having said that, I think I've probably worked more than I've ever worked. But it's possible. It's possible.
I was going to say, you're still out there entertaining us all. Thanks very much, Brian May, for being with us. Really appreciate you coming in. Quick break. We'll be right back.